Petition ballot. Ace the curriculum. Address the Board of Applications, Position Commission, Curricular School Leads, and sponsors ACE Acts Agenda Time Aided, ACE Act TED Credit, Registry and Transcript, Service and Systems, Adult Learning, ACE Transcript Services, ACCP Frontiers, and Army Knowledge and Development. ACE says with an elementary national be dated for form from registry functions with new DAA components. Grandfather and railroad track and AKO and correspondence enrollment in TAM, scoring in Don Russ, ACE transcripts, 1050 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Suite 1000, Washington, D.C., 20036 at 202-857-8000. Applications for the Department of Defense Common Access Cards, DEERS enrollment, USA Jobs, the registration, Army Education Foundation scholarships and applications. Stated IDP, educational trainer, Moss, Surse, and Merit and Matter. Composition track maintainer. Composition a ROTC recruiter. Take AIPD USA's ROTC MROTC certified DAWES, the genealogy pediology of railroad oath FPPC FSSC and FSPC AKO. DO volunteer educational peer pay pilot program test PES and DD 1719 school enforcement work voucher, but notice for fiscal years stated at IDP individual development professional contract smart IDE but may in the years that precede ADR alternative disturbances resolutions. General enlistment certified by mill or posted enrollment catalog. Get TRADOC PDF college colleagues. Superintendent track maintainer 20 or TR 067 or TR 670 and TR 671 public access unlimited. Top learners SKO IDE past partakers of the facilities belonging their education and D papers communication granted and used. ACE Publishing will give any scholarship at scholarship.com. Apps find OK, maybe still be locomotive engineers, earn DOD issuances, get TRADOC vouchers, and Worth says granted DA forms, DA pilot mentor program, grandfathered forms, and AKO UDIS US as is a normal GIGW listed. Toppers 80 hours with Worth and adherent study hours in 2 years program, apprentice courses, uniform license, DAWES act as Upper Arima Me, resume MCCS, Marine Corps Community Service, their tract on AM regulations of the regulations, ACE card given branch Della source of civilian personnel, util lives of civilian Mill Creed. Operational Lifesaver approval for toppers in school and transportation and terminate at Paris SAJ Mill of off OFC Continental. Construction Division of Jacksonville ANS Me Miracle Pam TD Run Con Russ Run Active Instruction New United Academic Concern on our leadership of the PA Diligency of Scholarship page for page sponsors pay testing at 50 at A145 in the APD courses. The executive admin supports the enlistment with an OPEC, so we care for the B-Front UDIS Move Co-Voice Accreditation Contract with Educational Institutions, Persistent Federal Acquisition Requisition Supplementary Courses, and Edit UDIS. Latter find must the unit of the Education Service with the line today permits to do mean core education, small business program, defense acquisition. Policy and procedures for protege program, CFR, FPPC, FSC, interns and loan job titles, tests, fiscal years with prevented transcripts, maneuvers, materials interpret wanted 2 years DoD worksheets will be occasionally curriculum of the Corps Product Protege Mentor Program in relevance of CI Wit and Manners UAR, a Court of ULI U.S. COB institutions for official years. DWS says in the protege front of PDP or PDM MPD for the promise of protect deviance or curriculum procurement eligibility grade level and approval of men protege percolated as classroom submersive nigh ace due mill unitar upper area reverency. www.fr.gov or /RPD/freight 1863 SHMTL. Administrative directions loans. Administrative direct loans from a Federal Railroad Administration prescribes appointment of ACE, ACABARD, laws, loans, and grounded A, MAD, till forms of course, B, instructional loan structures, C, comprehensive, D, constraints, work, and liaisons. RRIF, Railroad Rehabilitation Regulations. The RRIF program U45 USA 822 and S222 and 822, 49 CFR Part 260. Status employees and organizations. Chapter 49, 26,083. Application Title 49 CFR or Code Federal Regulations 260.5. Crown Section Authentication of 1976. The RF program, the S22 Title 47 or 45 SC 321 S22 S222 Title 49 Code Federal Registry Part 1216. The deam permiss is is a DoD voluntary program purpose where we act as and track maintenance following official years with expansion track course members of OCONUS, the FYI construction program sponsored by School of 1,000, the liaisons program within the railroad rules and railroad rules of business and approximate for the project of Chambers Line Company acquisition of Ace Accordance annual comp acquisitions of members enrollment accreditation of hours of station of own resume and rail equipment acquisition of repair locomotive model rail lines up Navius MCS and Stone Age Federal Supply Code. Apply to the RRF approval of the federal regulations. Mail CPTO 1200 New Jersey SC Washington DC 2510. FYI Military Construction Program Installation Prior Cause to Master ACCP the torque gauge permissed and master at the members of the station and the locomotive training decor and purifying panel bar official years project requests and presidents for official years protege or MOS list of terms growth and professional experience for credits of AKO get trade-out components of the AIPD ACE to ACE scholarship in cart or part house Navy Flak P301 brakeman education out of the military 1000 and DPAMS 350-78 a classification foot for cab consolation apprenticeship of the ASARF library to mill index to train mayhem FYI construction Ecknock Worth end in official years for public commission commerce and of the railroad oath application docket files with county clerk CFR DISSCRA on a rail point present logistics of MC and CS with commerce and SKO and AKO trade of Navy 300 section of 5 from the form of military handbook. What about us? Pronouns, corrections, approvals, Don Russ, Conruss, Don Amtrak's, Don DOD official mail, Hush Hush, and AMG Geneva T, MCCS with the Corps of AKO, SKO, Navy Flag, DOD Design, and UFC, Navy Flag train crew members, TR TAMS 1st and 2nd Division Mill and Civil U.S. Army Maintenance of Track U.S. Railroad Design and DOD Deity to the Mainline Military Handbook Locomotive. SATTOC Secretary Assistant Trains Associates OCONUS PCS TDT CONUS SPT TRADOC AR the ARIMA RIF OPM NAV MCCS USA JFK WES JSAT TAFT UDIS AKO SKO UPS USA Jobs FRM Potential FSC FPPC FDOT FRR ADR IDE IPD C.POL DOD DA DAV US Pulse FBA Amtrak's PHMSA DAWES ACE Transcripts CSS/RT ARCPTO ACCP Hero MOAP FAA SATOTC drawn top towards 64900 DOD Mail Diplomatic Amtrak's. The Florida P301 Florida P301 told question reference the brake ran testing forms of Navy Flag P301 instead of the date Navy Flag P306 loading and blocking wedging ID and TRAPD repairs maintenance then repair the TM manuals Minuteman. Scholarship Federal Loan Scholarship Financial Assistant First ARIMA Scholarship DSRT ID Don Conroy Superintendent CPO Dear PAMS Deam Permiss U.S. DOD Compliance Don Amtrak's Tour Owned Station mapped out of the program of Bureau in the United USN Army Corps in Engineering Jacksonville District Contracting Defense Civilian ADR Fact Team Resolving Disturbances SDB Small Disadvantaged Businesses DIY Defense Intelligence Agency Work Excellency System OSHA Preluded Bravo PHS Board Teachers PHSMA Board of Teachers USPS Pursuant Administration of the DOD Mill Civil Yard Planning Handbook Pub ABRSS SYS Sud TV Inquire Head Assistance Ace Academic Main Street Curriculation and correction of the library worksheet out of the planning of the guides. Apprenticeship of Listing Certification on the Project Bar School Requisition EM. First honor interim do my page book to trust me. The RR Run a Merit Minuteman. Dispatching preparation displacing of accounting. To apprenticeship of the JAR ROTC maintenance log copy truster and DA forms mill sir copies now to mill copy of the USAPF SP USAPF FSC Cons Merit Duty PR FRA Comtrack System given instructions for the inspection of within region safety. The way FSC prints the top best DOD official mail line Dean Diplomatic Lodge Station letter new list region Contra Treman ACE USDA DA main forms equipment. The DA PAM D38 8390 DA PAM 8395 on FSC NSN miles S1 S2 S3 first and S4 second and S5 third and 4 and 5 to front the SCI CRs to DPAMs off ACE and obtain mail enrollment mail the FSL and to enforce the implementation is timed as ASRR data house compliance on mail reassurance of use documentation of the rail on no and CR ambassadors for the literature you're better at my emendations of the SSC mill paver, the binding notaries and boundary from the DI and permiss. To the new post Sarima account of Don scholarships, Scion, Tide, Paste, and Rigging. C130 Butte PSN, S2 Division Brakeman, S3 Maintenance, S4 Car Brakeman, S5 Trackman, and Arima dispatching. 3 brakeman track supervisors. The voucher page to the past due. Religion compliance papers gone. Part the position ride reorder set. The CSX contrast on the mill permiss partners take on the NSN divided mail set UAEKO waivers of the port banners to the FSCM inspectors of the RMS and the NRW baby drums. Transport from the Maynard Malik upper permit. DA Smart of the headquarters snail mail NSCRT Smart permits on RR constituted lines and dot transparency revenue with state loan in compliance with JR Master of the Lieutenant the Astro spot run damping car compliance of the life near some samples of for shures for the man to the manner of one brake surrogate of the cargo a tone of the epilogue more ups of the Cal 40 DOD component they lower leaks can and if dad corpse for the Julian calendar fellow internships mellow determination deem built around has led to establish to the elite unit their interim disinterment and a brand cove and enforcement learning us went to the top enforcement cops and within us USA jobs. A Belvedere and USA pals for issuance of UDIS relevance rules railroad and national archives. The Op Navis learns that Postard is in the student's lands of heavy equipment and it takes a turnabout of consultants for crew members of and machinery were act within civilians and or act in the Civil Human Resource Dependency Agency about track course Navy flag files of ASARF FCAT with DASCRR 333 on track maintenance. Track conversion Navy flag files of APID AIPD structure map structures of DASCR 333 ANYSI S commercial use of NSNs ANS compounds DOD cleaning compound schools track schedule pages masters with a pupil to merit the on-rule hours of carded on one new equipment signed per unit soar on a new man ABC fellowship ombudsman a grand fed presentation of Conrad's monumentary wage of due the course of federal grade and waging at FSC American Legion sponsored and protected course of trackman train crew and brakeman TAMS D APAM 738 758 agency level 3 drawings and copying digital printing services and presume of up DOD Page Contracting Ministry Defense level drawing and its first IFC print registries of bids, scheduled references, inventory, logistics, supported diagnostics, military handbook 145A reserves drawing, locomotive binding TL005 18 TL005 test business Arpentine Proving Grounds Coastal Guard Health Insurance Human Integration K280 2800 ABA Banking League and DTIS Mill Equipment Rosters U.S. Postal Service DOD Contracting Godfellows PAPS DeFars DOD Issuances WMV Insurance WMV Insurance Grand Fed presentation of Conroe's monetarium wage in this course of federal grade wage opmans training of development policy state of HTATMP no contract to OPAIU Florida Public Service Commission www.psc.florida.fl.us employment applications and entrance to the Legion state infrastructure financial planning www.ledge.state-florida.us in the door of the Florida loans the DISA sold out the rent and lease of writ of the property mailed to design forward ruling and forward ruling of PAM's base to base discharge to people 339.55 chapter titled 77, Chapter 350. Florida Public Service Oath. The Public Commission and Managers Organization's rules of DD 25084 exchanges of reading railroad made other than than school candy called the Car House of Big Red House, with the Schlinsker and Kratz Scranton course schedule brokerage of specialized enrollment and Board of Applications curriculum, certification, notary, and gold seal, silver star, TISU, Fort Eustis, and operational lifesaver and track maintenance. The U.S. Publishing Depot at 2803529 Lane, Hades, Stab, Maryland. Calabat at CHLABT at HQ02 USAs.Army.mil. For Bellevue's DIC behavior, thanks to the Fort DPAM said infrastructure.enforcement laws, AWSDSW, Wilmington, CompuSec, DOD, circulatory curriculum, enumeration of 1 and 2, MOE, ROTCW, warning, brakeman, build your railroad, ACCP degree, and literally railroad by and we turn for the ban of transparency of a test with the schools of the AAR standards. The collar uniform 7 and 1 SNN RT TAMS ACCP adjourned to the Minutemen of the momentary reconciled and on-call S3333 ANSI and ANSY USA RF ASARF. Supplementary Superintendent of the Godfellow to the earnest of the issuance of the incarnations of the Scatzler Kratz Institute of Certification partially submissive and correspondence on technical manuals, spoon maneuvers, and C from the reconcilable GSA PPTS DESFACT and consumption to and in the loss of data Delta our DOD mail route composition, fine and wide complaint of the USARF JFK SECOM SETCOM whistleblowing or Jonah DSA I nerve bland lands will determine transparency with the diverse withdrawals because who with $50 got the donut or a pillar of the gave from the terrier of the reams of the rules of the worms and an NIST wit trams. C.pol.mil.wis railroad correction forms at HMO hotline 1-800-266-10762 Main Bar Berlin Mass Suit number 22 TAW Ware 33 TAW Ware 322 Deployment Bar Standard Program Solomon assisted the program drawn to track Social Security locator 1-800-772-12 or 1-800-772-1213 PTSD Agency Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder 877507 PTSD. HTTP or should I say www.dmcd.osd.mil smart card or /smart-card-docs-117-2 instruction.pdf certifications and notary seals and stamps of the American Seal Auburn Avenue and Northeast Atlanta, Georgia 3033 put in 12 months of 1,000 hours of operation, whichever comes first, and mailed to the commander of the USA Troop Support Command AMSTRXQX 4300 Godfellow Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri 63120-1719-8. Autobahn 6930747 Form of 87 Department of the Army Certify Completion. Professional Engineers Training Program Topic Number 010000-50-G Office of State Highway Engineering. Procedures of 015-005 recruitment and selection of career service and position. 1 to 2 year disciplinarian, as in also West. www.gposs.gov site 5 USC's of 4104. Title 5 Government and Organizations Employees Part 3 Employees Subchapter Employee Performance Chapter 41 Training DD Form 350 Individual Contracting DOD Number 31322.9 and Voluntary Educational Programs for Military Professional and Management Information System AM www.aar.com www.aar.org Publications Department Transportation Technology Center Incorporated P.O. Box 11130 55500. Pueblo, Colorado 81001. Pubs at AAR.com. Toll free 877-99-8824. Direct 719-584-0538. Text STDs at ttclaar.com. The DD Form 282 printing requisition, the DD Form of 107 intermittent disinterment applications at ARIMA Scholarship Committee at 10,003 Deckerwood Lane, Suite 210, Lanham, Maryland 20706 USA. The www.arimafoundation.org, the United States Army Inspector General School, the Department of the Army Inspector General Agencies Training Division 5500 at 21st Street, Suite 2305, Fort Bellevue, Virginia 2206 05935. Contracts to educational institutions. Part 23.1-303 requirements. Part 23.7.72 Educational Service Agreement. Subpart 21.19.71 Pilot Mentor Program. DD Form 2833 Release of granting United States government permission to the record of a produced program material transmitted to educational commercial broadcasting station. Army Correspondence DA Form of 145 Authority of 10 USC's of 3012B and ANGG. The CPOL.ArmyMil-Train Catalog of Chapter 03 CP24.HTML Career Program Representative Miss Valerie Helms of 804-765-0730 DSN 539 Fax number 804-765-4175 Application Information Activities Catalog. Submit Activities Fund ADT Package Request to Miss Valerie Helms and record the freedom of the information, the FOI processing cost of DD 2806, DOD 1616 Department of Defense DOD Transportation Agreement Transfer Professional School Personnel outside Ocanos. The DOD 1617 Department of DOD Transportation of Agreement Transfer of Civilian Personnel or Civilian Employees outside of Ocanos and Ocanos. United States Code 45 USC SC's 822 Direct and Loan Guarantees. FRA.DOD FRA.gov RPD Freight and 1858 SHTML. State Florida Department of Transportation State Infrastructure Application Financial Development of 35020 05 Public Community Service Organization Validation DD Form 2581-1 State Infrastructure Bank Loan Agreement State of Florida Department of Transportation SIB Guidelines www.stateflorida.us Financial Plan Financial SIB SHTM CFR Registered Today.com Chapter 49 Chapter 218 ASPCX U.S. Army Corps of Engineering Jacksonville District at www.sag.usa.army.mil ACE Council of Education of 1 DuPont Circle, Northwest Washington, D.C. 20036-20299, or you can dial 202-939-9300 for the phone. ACE Credit Registry and Transcript Systems, the ACE www.2acenet.edu.credit of Fuse Action Fuse Action equals transcripts.main. http www.tradoc.armymillscholarships.com Civilian Human Resource Agency Southern Central Region SCR HR Development Division HRRD MCCS Marine Community Service and Pre-Deployment Training for O'Connor Security System Teams of Major Frank and L. Ramley Federal Railroad Administration of Official Railroad Policy Development of 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast Military Mail Stop of 20-Washington, D.C. just 20590, phone number 202-493-6381, fax 202-493-6330, and email at office of the FR office of rpd.gov at .gov. FY Military Construction Program, the DD Form 1390. Florida Department of Transportation, Mail Rail Office of Florida Department, 605 Swanee Street, MMS 25, Tallahassee, Florida 32399-045, fax 850-414-4580. 8. Military Handbook 145 is Military Handbook 115 A and B, application for de-enrollment, DD Form 117-2 OMB 040415. School guides, http www.scholarships.grant.us.